Moving on to your game on Sunday, what injury problems do you have, Brendan, if indeed you have any right now ahead of the game against Chelsea?
Nothing at the moment. We're just sort of ticking along and really looking forward to it. So yeah, nothing as of note, and hopefully we can stay that way over the next day or so.
I know that the boot has often been on the other foot with short turnarounds and things, but do you have any sympathy with Frank Lampard? Of course, his players played last night, and you've got an extra couple of days on them. I know it's a brutal industry, and that gives you a bit of an advantage. But they played pretty hard last night, so you've got a couple of days jump on them, it seems.
Yeah, I think we had it the reverse the other way. When we played on the Saturday, and then had to play on the Tuesday again. So. But both squads, Frank, if you look at the players that weren't starting, he's got a really strong squad there. So I'm sure he'll look to delve into that quality and look for them to start the game. So we're just looking forward to it. It's a great occasion to be playing in the quarterfinal. Okay, we get no supporters there, which is disappointing. But the possibility to get to a semi-final has really got us excited, and we want to give it everything to get there.
And it's been 38 years, Brendan. 81-82, the last time Leicester City got to the semi-final of an FA Cup. You fancy it this weekend to break that history?
Well, that's what we aim to do. We, in our time together, we wanted to create the history of our own. And throughout this season, we've broken records and had performances that have enabled us to do that. So that's our aim, to get to the semi-final. We know it'll be a very tough game against a very talented squad, but 2 games against Chelsea this season where we could have won both games. So yeah, we hopefully can take the next step now on the weekend.
Does it still feel like the FA Cup in the current circumstances with this competition, Brendan?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of the preparation, and it's very much the same as if you're preparing normally. It's more just when you get to the stadium, it's when it sort of hits you that the buzz and excitement of the crowd and the people, especially at a club like Leicester City, where that connection between players and supporters is so strong. We clearly miss them when they're not there. But that's all the preparation up until that point, and focus and work that goes in is very much the same. It's just obviously when you get to the game day, you don't quite have that support behind you. So we'll always miss that, but we have to focus on performing well and hopefully getting the result.
I wonder how you feel about long-standing historic victories or defeats or bogey teams or anything like that. Leicester City have played out Chelsea 8 times in the FA Cup and they've never beaten them. Are you the sort of manager that looks at that and worries about that as a hoodoo, or do you look at it and think it's got to be broken at some stage?
Yeah, no, exactly that. I always think that. Even myself as a manager, I've not beaten Chelsea and all the teams I've been involved with from Watford and Swansea. So you just sometimes get that record, even though it looked like close, and we're 1-0 up against Swansea, and I think we conceded an equaliser in about the 7th minute of injury time or something. So, but no, I'm the eternal optimist in everything that I do. So I'll always believe that you will get the opportunity and it'll come at some point. So, but you always have to push for it every single time you play, and that's what we'll aim to do.
I get the sense that you and the players saw the being knocked out by Villa in the League Cup as a real opportunity missed. Is that in itself also an inspiration ahead of the FA Cup games?
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. There's no doubt about that. I'd mentioned after that, because we'd showed in the league games the level that we would play at, but cups are different. Some of them like the one-off games, and you have to have that something extra, that little extra bit of desire, that little bit extra motivation to go on and challenge to win them. So yeah, we were really disappointed with the Aston Villa semi-final, even though we played reasonably well in both and created enough chances. We ultimately didn't get through, and so that's something that we'll use as a positive going forward, and it's something I mentioned at the time about. Because in order to succeed, you need to feel that you're never always going to have it on your own way. You're going to lose games like that, semi-finals and whatnot. So, but there's a there's a great motivation there, not to have that feeling again, and that's what drives you on.